isolation facility procurement coming up. 712 though. Again, sticking with the mayors. Let's go a little bit more north of Dedido. Yigo Mayor Rudy Matanane. Good morning, Mayor.
Hi, Mayor.
Good morning. Good morning, Sabrina. How you doing?
I'm okay. How about you?
Well, yeah, I
Uh-oh.
guess I'm alive.
Lucky to be alive, huh?
Lucky to be alive. Thank God.
Mayor, I know that you also wanted to talk about FB Leon Guerrero and their backup and giving out meals for the grab and go, right?
Yes, that's very important. In the past 2-3 days, in the beginning before the quarantine, we had almost 1,000 cars coming through. Yesterday, I heard that there was only 25, so we had to get all that food and try to distribute it, or they're going to have to throw it away. So, I want to just put a shout out to the people that have been coming around, from 11 to 2 o'clock to please come and get the food that they all cook for the kids.
And people didn't really know the last couple of days that the site had reopened, so we've been trying to put the word out there because obviously you guys follow the news. You know that it was closed when we had a COVID positive.
Yes, and I was one of them, but I don't know where the communication is at. I probably think that they're not getting the word out that we're passing out the food again.
So here it is.
I ask all the, excuse me, Chris, I just want to ask all the radio stations to please keep announcing that. That's very important.
Amen.
All right.
FB Leon Guerrero grab and go meals available. They have, I think, over 1,000 meals up there, Mayor. This is FB Leon Guerrero, right by Simon Sanchez, guys. What time is the pickup start? Is it 11, Mayor?
Yeah, 11 a.m.
11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Were you able to
Yes.
take the meals over to your office? I know we talked about it yesterday.
Yes, we took about maybe 200 over to the office, and I picked up about 80. I usually pass around about 80 when everything was okay, but now we have to pass out all that we can.
Yeah. All right.
Mayor, what do you think of this news here? 11 new COVID-19 positive cases.
I don't want to think about that, Chris. I want to think about, what the administration is doing to prepare for this. This pandemic, is scary. And let me tell you, sometimes I think it's smarter than us. And, we got to be smarter than this pandemic. And we got to, even though we think it's gone, I don't want it to come back and kick our butts. So I think that this administration, should do something to protect its people. And I don't know what this hospital is gonna be taking care of because they set up a lot of canopies over at net camp. Where the military housing area used to be, and then they bulldozed about 100 houses. It's right on Route 3.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. That's part of the epidemic.
It's like a field hospital.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, but nevertheless, Chris, I think that our government should prepare our side too, because we never know, and we don't want to get surprised about this, because once this thing hits us again, it ain't gonna wait for us to prepare.
What
so
about?
I think it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What about testing, Mayor? What is your opinion on the amount of testing we're doing?
That's one of the things, that can help us fight this pandemic, is get the testing out, and I don't know, the doctors here, the nurses, they're the experts here, and just excuse me for a minute, okay? I want to thank all the first the front line, the doctors, the nurses, and everybody that's included there, and I also want to add, on the problems that they're running into about getting paid. They're the ones that help us here. They're the front line. We cannot jeopardize their health and their safety. They're at work, and then on their way home, they worry about what they're going to do to safeguard, and not pass this disease to their family, and then we give them this, that they're not good enough to get paid? I don't understand that. I really don't understand. We gotta, in order to defeat this pandemic, we gotta work together. And I really don't see it. And if I'm blind, please remind me, where is it? We're trying to cripple the people on the front line by not, giving them what they deserve. And I don't understand, because maybe there's a secret here that I don't know. But I'm speaking for the nurses and the doctors, most especially in Yigo, and there's a lot of them. And also for all of them.
Mayor, what do you
go
think with these 11 new positive cases? I know that the governor in her press conference the other day had said that tentatively they were looking at restarting dine-in services for restaurants on Monday. Do you still think that is a good idea, given that we are experiencing a spike?
Chris, we don't even have to think about that. We can get to that later on once we are assured over and over again that we have things in place to battle this pandemic. Opening the dining and all that. I don't want to go and dine and then tomorrow I'm going to be dead. Okay. And I'm speaking on behalf of the people that I love, including you, Sabrina. I love you because you're my niece. And I'm not speaking up for myself, okay? Let me tell you, I've had a good life and I'm ready to go.
Oh, come on, Mayor. Don't talk like that.
Wow,
Man. Come
Mayor.
on, Mayor. Come on, Mayor.
But I'm talking on behalf of my grandkids, my kids, their families, and everybody that I care about. And a lot of times, okay, leaders have to make hard decisions that are very, very unpopular. But that's what you're there for, to make hard decisions for us and the right ones. And I'm, asking the administration, the doctors, to please work on something, where we can see, and that, we know that there's going to be people there trying to help the sick. And I hope that I'm wrong. This is one time when I hope that I'm wrong. But let me tell you, there's a lot of people in the state that have died because of this. And it's because it caught up to them and they didn't realize that this was going to happen. And one of the things I think that's very important is our port of entries. We have to watch it with that, man. There's a lot of things that goes to our port of entries that can hurt us. And this opening the opportunity to go out and dine, we can dine next year. Okay, it ain't gonna go away, and it's still gonna be as good as today. So I really think that we should tighten up, do things that we should be doing as leaders to make sure that we're ready. And I really think that, they're the doctors and nurses, okay? So I don't want to tell them what to do, but we're not seeing it. Nobody's testing, they test when they see something, look for it. Because if you look for it, you find it. You don't have to just wait until it pops up in front of you. This is very important, man. This is very important, and I hope that I'm wrong with what I'm thinking might happen. But I'm not wrong where I'm saying that the doctors and nurses, yes, they've been doing a great job, but Mrs. Genersi should, talk with the people, their experts, and find out a solution on how we can sustain this pandemic when it comes back. Chris, this pandemic is one of the most important things on my mind, but I still got a lot of things on my mind here in Yigo, and I got a lot of different responsibilities
Right.
that have started, like the stray dogs, the trash.
Oh, Mayor, I wanted to tell you, because I know that this is an issue very close to your heart, is where I stay and walking around, and you know how people are going to the beaches now? Dalai, I went to the beach, trash everywhere. I mean, this is a crazy thing to say, but I'm honest with you guys. It made me miss the COVID because when the COVID was on and everyone was locked down, if you went to the beach, you weren't having a big barbecue or whatever. But now it's just it's disgusting, and it makes me just lose faith in our people a little bit, Mayor. So how's the illegal dumping in your village? Is it still happening?
Oh yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up, Chris, because public works. This just popped up on my mind 2 days ago. About the when people go to get trash. I have a clerk that went to public works to get a trash bin, but they said that she cannot get it because of the house numbers. And I hate to say this, but if public works is responsible, maybe they should work on the system that they have for people to get house numbers. And I think that, and I hate to put this in their lap, I think that part of the responsibility here is public works. And it seems to me from some of the information that people are getting stuck because of house numbers. They cannot get trash bins because of house numbers. And if I'm wrong, please call my office and let me know what's going on, because I'm a person that wants to do things when it pops up, but I want to work with the agencies that should be doing this, and just tell me what to do and I'll help. But I got that idea yesterday from my clerk. They have to fix all these problems, man, because sometimes a lot of times they point it against the mayors. And I got a lot of different jobs that I need to do, and they're important. And let's just share the burden here so we can move forward.
Amen, Mayor. Thank you.
And hey, Chris, I want to take this opportunity, man, to just mention all the things that's going on up in Yigo. One of the problems too is Route 9. And I don't understand why Route 9 wasn't included.
Which one is Route 9, Mayor?
That's the one from Anderson all the way to Starts Golf Course.
I see, okay.
It's terrible there. Somebody has to fix it. And this thing about dogs, pretty soon the dogs are going to be telling us what to do. And I through letters, there was a conversation with the government to help us with expanding GAIN, because GAIN cannot accept any more dogs. And these things about humane society and putting these dogs to sleep, let me tell you that, yes, it feels bad for us to kill those dogs, but I think we're doing them a favor when they're going hungry and getting beat up, getting run over, and all these things, man. And I asked the village, and all the villages for that matter, to take care of their dogs and stop getting them pregnant, man. That we have a big problem now, and we have over.
And they need birth control for the dogs, Mayor.
Yeah, the birth control is to put them to sleep.
Right. I mean, we're going into some crazy territory, Mayor, because we have 11 positive COVID cases, but once you start talking about mercy killing dogs, that is just going to blow up our stream, and then people are just going to twist your words. They're going to be like, Mayor Rudy wants to kill all the dogs.
No, yeah, well, that was the beginning. Let me tell you a story when that started, that I said that I wanted to start shooting these dogs. This lady, I was walking in the village of Yigo, and this lady said, "Are you Rudy Matanane?" And then I said, "Yes." And then she said to me, "You think it's okay to shoot a dog?" I said, "I never said that." I said, what I said is, if your life is in danger, if you think your life is in danger, I think that you should choose you. And if you need to shoot the dog, shoot it. But you know what? I have dogs. I love dogs. But we got to make the right decisions in the problems that we face. And that's just a different subject.
Right on.
The grab and go, the abandoned vehicle,
wild pigs.
Yeah. But before we let you go, though, I wanted to ask, Are people getting their stimulus checks and also the Programan Salapi Idzudan Itautau payments in Yigo? Are you hearing anything from residents or complaints or whether they're actually getting
About which one?
the
About
stimulus
stimulus
checks?
and then the
There's two different
yeah.
programs.
Yes, and maybe Chris, if you can get the right information, you can be announcing that because, with as busy as I am, I really don't know. Can you refresh my memory on what they have to do?
They got to check the mail
Oh, okay.
for the stimulus, and then for the Programa Nadzudan Salapi Tautod and Belenas Dogu and Shrimp Patty. That one, if they're
If they are eligible.
It's good that you put some humor in this crisis, man. That's always a good thing.
a spoonful of sugar, Mayor.
Yeah, you have to go and
Oh,
apply. If you're already in the SNAP, the MIP, that program over at Public Health, you already receive public assistance, you don't need to apply.
Right.
But if you think that you are eligible, then you need to go to Public Health's website and apply up until I think the new deadline is the 5th or the 12th, one of
Right.
those.
Yeah.
Rina, for what is that?
That is
The governor's local disaster assistance program, the Programan Islapi Idzudan Itautau program.
And
It's
that-
$20 million
Right, Mayor,
in
and-
CARES money.
and it's like $300 a person per
300 to
household,
1,200.
up to a certain
Yeah.
amount. Yeah, there's a cap on it.
Hey, Chris and Sabrina, can you please be announcing that?
Yeah.
That's very important, and
Of
I
course.
hope some of the radio stations are
Yeah,
listening
yeah.
because this information is very, very important. And
Right.
as the mayor of Yigo,
Correct.
please, I'm asking you guys to please announce it. And
Well,
another
Mayor-
thing, go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah.
The one thing that I found out and I called EPA yesterday and I'll bet that a lot of villages are getting calls about abandoned vehicles. So they have the money, they just have to sign whatever they need to sign, the governor and all that, and then they'll have it out in about 30 days. So you know what? I think all the leaders here should make sure. People cannot be, just because I said this, people cannot be dragging their cars out and putting it on the easement because, I'm already in the lookout for that because actually all of a sudden there's about 10, 15 cars that grew overnight on easements.
Right.
And, I just want people to know, that it's better to try to find help than to do it illegally.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and and again the dogs. I'm reaching out to the administration, asking them to come up with funding for gain and the funding for the operation where we.
Right. There was talk, Mayor, before the COVID, they were going to do a whole big stray dog roundup program with Department of Agriculture. So we'll follow up on that.
I hope that the director for Department of Agriculture is listening, and let's get the plan going because.
Yeah, I mean, Mayor, if they can put in set aside money for iPads and plasmas and things like that, maybe you should. The mayor's council
Laptop
could,
bags.
when they have a meeting, you guys can write up some sort of a letter and say,
I
hey,
don't
we
know.
need this.
Mayor, if they can hire directors for agencies that are closed with 4 people and hire deputy directors for agencies that are closed, then I'm pretty sure we can find some money to.
Chris and Sabrina, I want to just put out the word, okay, that I'm pushing for you two to get a raise too.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. All right, now we got to go.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, we need our own program in Salapi para si Chris and Sabrina.
Yeah, God bless you guys.
Wash
All
your
right, take
hands.
care.
Okay.
Take care.
Do the things that you do, okay, and keep getting the words out.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Mayor.
thanks, Mayor.
All right. Okay. Mayor Rudy of Yigo. Let's keep with the mayors and go now to Petey, where Mayor Jesse Alec is on the line.